There are few names in American music as beloved as Dolly Parton, a woman whose voice, heart, and humor have defined generations. But even legends have moments that bring them to tears. Recently, Parton revealed that there's one part of her upcoming Broadway musical, Dolly, a true original musical, that always makes her emotional. The show, which charts her life story from her humble Tennessee beginnings to her rise as a country music icon, is set to open on Broadway next year. Dolly didn't just lend her name to the production. She co-wrote the script alongside Maria S. Schlatter and composed brand new songs, including the full score. It's a project that she says feels deeply personal, perhaps more than anything she's ever done. And yet, even for a performer who spent her life under the spotlight, there's one moment in the musical that never fails to make her mascara run. A song that carries the weight of love, loss, and a lifetime of memories. In a recent conversation with Entertainment Tonight, Dolly opened up about the song that moves her to tears, From Here to the Moon and Back. It's a heartfelt tribute to her late husband, Carl Dean, who passed away earlier this year after nearly 6 decades of marriage. The song, she says, is more than a melody. It's a reflection of a love that defined her life. I get very emotional, she admitted. In a way, it's kind of healing to relive my life like that, to sit back and watch it, instead of having to live it. For Parton, the Broadway show isn't just a career milestone. It's a deeply personal journey of remembrance and gratitude. Each performance becomes a quiet conversation between the artist and her past. And though audiences will see a dazzling story unfold on stage, for Dolly, it's something much more intimate, a way to keep the man she loved close through the language of song. Dolly has never shied away from sharing her emotions with her audience, but this year has tested her resilience in new ways. Losing her husband of nearly 60 years left a void that even music couldn't immediately fill. Yet, as she's done time and again, she turned her grief into art. It's been a big adjustment, just trying to change patterns and habits, she said earlier this year. I'll do fine. I'm very involved in my work, and that's been the best thing that could happen to me. But I'll always miss him, of course, and always love him. That sentiment echoes throughout her new musical, a story not just about fame, but about faith, sacrifice, and the price of success. In every note, every lyric, audiences will likely feel the weight of a life lived fully. One that celebrates joy, but doesn't hide its sorrow. For Dolly, it's both a tribute and a form of healing. The upcoming Broadway production marks a new chapter for the country legend, one that extends her storytelling beyond music into theater. Dolly, a true original musical, had a limited run in Nashville earlier this year, where it earned praise for its emotional honesty and vibrant performances. Fans who missed that run will finally get their chance to experience it in New York next year. The show follows Dolly's journey from her early days in the Smoky Mountains to her status as one of America's most iconic entertainers. But more than a biographical retelling, the musical captures the essence of who Dolly is, a dreamer with grit, a performer with soul, and a woman whose heart has endured both the spotlight and solitude. With her trademark warmth and wit, she's inviting the world not just to celebrate her story, but to feel it, and maybe, just maybe, to cry along with her. This year has been one of both reflection and creativity for Dolly Parton. After nearly 60 years of marriage, the passing of her husband, Carl Dean, left a deep void in her life. Yet, she's channeled her grief into work, using her art as a form of healing. It's a big adjustment, just trying to change patterns and habits, she shared in a recent interview. I'll do fine, and I'm very involved in my work, and that's been the best thing that could happen to me. But I'll always miss him, of course, and always love him. This emotional honesty is mirrored in her musical, where audiences witness not only her rise to stardom, but also the love that shaped her private life. From Here to the Moon and Back has become an emotional centerpiece, a song inspired by her devotion to Dean that reduces even Dolly herself to tears. Parton's Broadway musical, Dolly, a true original musical, is more than a retelling of her career. It's a tapestry of her life experiences. From her early days in Tennessee to the bright lights of Nashville, the show explores her triumphs and sacrifices with unflinching honesty. Dolly co-wrote the script with Maria S. Schlatter and composed the score, ensuring that every note reflects her voice and vision. Watching the cast perform live, she describes the experience as both cathartic and healing. In a way, it's kind of healing to relive my life like that, to sit back and watch it instead of having to live it, she told Entertainment Tonight. Her connection to the music and narrative makes the audience feel the same raw, authentic emotion she experiences herself. For Dolly, the musical isn't just professional fulfillment, it's a deeply personal journey. By reliving moments of love, struggle, and perseverance on stage, she allows herself and her audiences to confront joy and sorrow in equal measure. Her emotional connection to From Here to the Moon and Back is a testament to the enduring power of love and memory. In every performance, she sees not just herself, but the life she shared with Carl Dean, a life filled with devotion, laughter, and unwavering support. Her tears as Dolly Parton prepares for the Broadway debut of Dolly, a true original musical. Fans are anticipating more than a spectacle. They're expecting a heartfelt experience. This musical embodies her life in all its complexity, blending joy, sadness, and triumph. With her co-written script, original compositions, and personal insights, she invites audiences into her world, allowing them to witness her growth and her grief, and ultimately, her resilience. From her early days in Tennessee to becoming a global icon, Dolly has shown time and again that love, art, and perseverance can coexist. This musical, like her life, is a celebration of authenticity, a reminder that even in the spotlight, the heart remains at the center of the story. There are few names in American music as beloved as Dolly Parton, a woman whose voice, heart, and humor have defined generations. But even legends have moments that bring them to tears.